something. First time I go and announce it. This year we're continuing the back to school grant for the past students, and we're increasing the grant for the past students then. Let me close off. Brothers and sisters, let me tell you, this is not just statistics. These are stories of hope and resilience. The Jamaica Labour Party is not just a party that does more. We are the party that does more when it matters. When there is a pandemic, which party can you rely on? When there is a hurricane, which party can you rely on? When you have crime problems, which is the only party that is reducing crime? Let me close off, because I see Kerencia following Uncle Desmond in pulling my coat tail. Let me close off by saying this. Every single Jamaican voter must understand the international community is saying that Jamaica is on the right path. The statistics are showing that Jamaica is on the right path. Your responsibility is to make sure that on election day you keep Jamaica on the right path. Vote for the Jamaica Labour Party. Choose Jamaica. Show labor rights. Show Jamaica. One love. We do so much already, now we do it more. We do it. Jamaica Labour Party, yes, we do it more for you. JLP doing more.
Minister, the Honorable Colonel Charles Jr., the party that is doing more for the vulnerable and the elderly. So this party is not a party of talk. It's a party of action. It is a party that is action-packed.
Attack them attack, yap them a yap. Gully side we are action-packed. We no cuss, we no wear crack. Gully side we are action-packed.
It is a party that is action-packed.
Attack them attack, yap them a yap. Gully side we are action-packed. We no cuss, we no wear crack. Gully side we are action-packed.
We welcome Minister the Honorable Darrell Bass.
Labour rights
in the house. We have in the Jamaica Labour Party and we have in the Jamaica Labour Party the best Minister of Foreign Affairs. She is the incomparable Senator the Honorable. And we have in the Jamaica Labour Party the best Minister of Foreign Affairs. She is the incomparable Senator the Honorable Kamina Johnson-Smith, who will reinforce that this is a party that is not just talk. We are action. Good evening, Senator Kamina.
Yo, yo, yo. Yo, yo, yo.
You're so good.
Labour rights, how you feeling today?
Labour rights, you must feel good.
You look good.
Under the leadership of Dr. the Most Honorable Andrew
You
Holness,
sound
and we have
good.
been delivering results to Jamaica from
Labour
east
rights,
to
you
west
must feel
and
good
north
because as a
to
party
south.
we have been doing the work under the leadership of Dr. the Most
My
Honorable
Jamaican
Andrew
family,
Holness,
and I'm talking
and we have
to
been
everyone
delivering
tonight,
results
those of you who
to
are here with
Jamaica
us,
from
those who are
east
joining
to
us
west
online,
and north
those
to
who are
south.
listening and watching from overseas. We love you. And
My
we
Jamaican
thank you for
family,
taking
and I'm
time
talking to
meet us
everyone
this
tonight,
afternoon.
those of you who are here with us and those who are joining.
We're talking to the NOP today, and we're talking to the PNP, who have been seeing our good works and know what the Jamaica Labour Party is doing to choose Jamaica. My Jamaica family, the JLP has always been
a party of performance over the Labour Party is doing to choose Jamaica. My Jamaica family, the JLP has always been a party of performance over pettiness, promises kept and substance over hype. We are a party of record achievements, and we have been taking this book of 256 achievements to you in street and lane because we respect you and we want you to have the information you need at this very critical time. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, I want to tell you that with all the challenges that we have overcome, the IMF, the IDB, the World Bank, the UN, every agency, every country respects and acknowledges the work that the Jamaica Labour Party government has been doing over the last 9 years. So I want you to tell me where such man is going with this argument about him is coming to rescue Jamaica. I want you to tell me, Jamaican family. It is this Labour Party government that has rescued Jamaica from the destructive policies of the PNP. For the first time, I want you to tell me, Labour Party, I want you to tell me, Jamaican family, is he going to rescue the 350,000 Jamaicans that have received water in their pipes for the first time thanks to the water boss, Minister Matthew Samuda? Is he going to rescue us from the biggest road maintenance and construction program Jamaica has ever seen under Minister Robert Lester Morgan under Spark and Reach? Is he going to rescue us from 40% drop in murders under the most effective National Security Minister, Dr. Horace Chang? Is such man going to rescue our 550,000 Jamaicans with free certification and free training at heart under Minister Maurice Dixon? Is he going to rescue our vulnerable families from the hundreds of new social housing that the Prime Minister is handing out and building from east to west in every Is he going to rescue our vulnerable families from the hundreds of new social housing that the Prime Minister is handing out and building from east to west in every parish? To ask you, my Jamaica people. Jamaica, we have to send them a message to tell them that we know that the Jamaica Labour Party has been doing the work. But I have 3 more things to ask you, my Jamaica people. Is he going to rescue us from the unprecedented number of land titles that we have issued and the new system that is going to deliver more titles for everybody to own their piece of the rock? Is he going to rescue us from 8 years of no new taxes, less transfer tax, less GCT, less stamp duty, no minimum business tax? Is he going to rescue us with $60 billion of taxes like the last PNP government levied on the backs of the Jamaican people? Is he going to rescue us with another FinSac or with sky-high interest rates that wrecked the economy but made his companies billions of dollars? My Jamaican family, we need to send them a message that this is a different Jamaica than the one they left behind. And this is a different government than they have ever led. I want to tell them, my people, that the PNP is not ready. We need to tell them that they are not ready. They will do and say anything for a forward and your vote. But the times in this world are too challenging for that kind of people to lead this country. Jamaica needs leadership that protects her people from the storms outside, like it is to know that you can trust us to do the things that we say we will do for you. because we know we have not reached everybody yet, but we are committed to getting there. We are committed to more roads and more water. We are committed to helping every child, including those with disabilities, get home and to school safely. We are committing to fixing public transportation so everyone can travel in dignity. And we are committed to continuing to grow our economy with our cultural and creative entertainers, our manufacturers, our coders, our farmers, our fishers, and our young people at the heart. My Jamaica family, we are committed to bringing down the cost of electricity and to keeping Jamaica respected on the world stage so that our partnerships continue to support our national development. So my fellow Jamaicans, listen to me good as I close. We are the first government that could put out a book of 250 achievements. You must be proud that we have done the work. So we must tell people about it. We need you to go in the streets and the lanes and show people what is in the book. And my wider Jamaican family, I need you to go to JamaicaLabourParty.com and choose Jamaica.com and get your digital copy so that you can get the information that you need to make the critical decision when the Prime Minister gives us that date. My Jamaica people, this election is serious. And every vote matters. Your vote matters. Your neighbor's vote matters. Your WhatsApp group vote matters. Your church group matters. So we need you to choose Jamaica. When the date is called, put your ex beside the bed.
We do so much already, now we do it more. We do it. Jamaica Labour Party, yes, we do it more.
Labor rights. Make me see the shower finger if you know you did have to be a labor right. And labor rights. We are talking about putting in the work. A party that is standing on a record of performance. And that is why we can dance. And that is why Minister the Honorable Senator Kamina Johnson-Smith will have to shake it to the max in a halfway tree. And sure labor rights. Labor rights. And we are the party that has been doing more. That has been doing more to deliver water into communities that don't have water. Communities like those in St. Catherine, Northeastern. And we want to welcome, by the way, is Northeast St. Ann? Where is Northeast St. Ann? The minister, who is the water boss. Minister, the Honorable Matthew Samuda, MP for Northeastern.
Sure, like I ate the other day, them find sitting new try. Andrew Wellness, him and give the youth a better life. And to all him love the country, could pick another side. A JLP, I will swear power life. Keep yourself to yourself, no in a PNP. No couple shower, man, no everybody dog. Lion, no perfect dog. A shower, lucky land, no one beside him, man.
Show our labor rights. Show our labor rights.
Shout, 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 shout.
I acknowledge the officers of the party and colleagues on the platform. Labor rights, we know the country has been experiencing a drought over the last 6 weeks. And at 3:30 this afternoon, God blessed us with some good rain right here in Halfway Tree. I took a look at Twitter and saw a well-known Batman comrade gloating that JLP meeting rain out.
halfway tree, me no know no labor right, we afraid of shower.
Jamaica no bother fuss no, no bother fight with it, for the labor right. No shaky boat because a woman will like it, for the labor right.
Labor rights for the last 9 years, the Andrew Holness-led government has done more for the water sector than any government in the past. More than 350,000 Jamaicans have benefited from improved access to reliable potable water since 2015. These life-changing projects have positively impacted citizens in every parish of Jamaica. We are currently investing 22 billion Jamaican dollars to improve your water supply and resilience for a further 900,000 Jamaicans. We are running the economy well and NWC well, so we can do more for you. The list of water projects affects real people. We have invested in increased storage, new pipes, pumps and renewable energy. It doesn't mean that the job is finished, labor rights. I know and you know that we still have communities which need to be connected to reliable water. The other people say nothing now go on. They like to behave as though it's generalship when we cut ribbon, when we break ground, because they know they used to lie to you and try to fool the Jamaican people. But you don't have to take it from me. Labor rights, there are many communities that never had water before Andrew Michael Holness became Prime Minister that have water in them pipe today. Communities like Spring Garden in St. Thomas and New Eden in Portland. The people of Mason Hall in St. Mary and Long Phase 1 can attest to it. Free Hill in Bamboo Centre can tell you, no more bath pan, no more bucket, a straight shower. In Riversdale, St. Catherine, everywhere they look, they see us laying pipes. They see us building large tanks. And finally, they know water will come to their pipes. For all Jamaicans that have waited too long to have running water in your community, you have my word. You have Andrew Holness's word. You have the entire JLP's word that we will come to you soon. You have the word of people like Heroy Clark. For those who are suffering in St. James, we are building resilient water systems from Martha Brain Trelawney all the way to Negril. For those who suffered in South St. James, they can tell you, those who have benefited from the Lapland water system, those in Ponside, Hanover, can tell you the JLP ended the 30-year suffering. We continue to do work in places like Jacksontown in Trelawney to replace old pipes. We are laying new pipes in Black River to sandy ground. We continue to build out the Greater Mandeville water system. And in Kingston and St. Andrew, we are laying pipes from Ferry to Rock Pond so communities like Cooper's Hill can end the suffering caused by the PNP. In Clarendon, we are nearing completion of the Juno Crescent water system, and in weeks we will break ground on the Rock River Dam and water distribution system. Big system and billions invested means little to somebody who don't have water at them yard. It is the reason why Andrew Michael Holness insisted that this year we gave out 13,000 black tanks to poor families in vulnerable communities. This is a caring government doing more for your water supply. But we will go further, and we care about rural Jamaicans. It is why in the next term we will start 6 major water projects that will benefit 38,000 more Jamaicans, including Agwater Vale and Mason Hall in St. Mary, Albert Town in Southern Trelawney, Union and Balaclava in St. Elizabeth, Port Morant in St. Thomas, Green Park to Bamboo in St. Ann. You see, labor rights, we're not leaving anybody behind because we choose Jamaica. But we're not ignoring our town centers. Many of our town centers have water trouble, even in places like West Kingston. That is why this government will tear out the leaking pipes, will replace the rotting pipes and lay brand new pipes and cut leaks from an average of 65% to 35% next term. But Labour rights, we are also very focused on those in the West who continue to suffer. It is why we will replace cross-country mains from places like Falmouth to Negril, so communities like Rose Heights and Green Island no longer will suffer. We will complete the construction of the Rio Cobre water treatment plant to once and for all solve the water problems in Kingston and St. Andrew, Portmore and Spanish Town. Labour rights, as we close, we are doing more to solve your water problems. We are committed to achieving your dreams. We need your support to continue the work. In this season of choice, I wonder if you're ready for Andrew to call it later. In this season of choice, stay with us so we can finish the work. Stay with us so we can give you your water. Choose the Jamaica Labour Party. Choose showers of blessing. Choose Jamaica. One love Labour rights. One love Jamaica.
We do so much already, now we doing more. We doing Jamaica Labour Party, yes we doing more for you. JLP doing more for you. JLP.
A party that after 5 years we can say we are standing on a strong record of performance. And we are going to the people in a confident way. Jamaican people are no fool. Jamaican people know that this is the party that has been there for them. This is the party where stand up for them. Labour rights, you know how we are as a people. Support for support, don't? You did it for who did it for you, don't? And this is the party that has been there for the people. Pretty Labour Party, vote for Labour Party. Me a vote for Labour Party. Me a me charge it. Be a better future. Me choose Jamaica. Vote for Labour Party. We're doing good for you. Oh, we are vote for Labour Party. Me a me charge it. Be a better future. Me choose Jamaica. Vote for Labour Party. We're doing good for you. Hold it.
Labour rights.
So Labour rights, we have our summer song, don't? Vote for Labour Party. Choose Jamaica. We are doing good for you. Where's Reverend Kukudu? Reverend Kukudu. I just want you to put the seal and sign on that man. Aye, aye, aye.
What about you, somebody? Hi. Say don't trouble Zion, don't trouble. Whoa, yo, yo, yo. Whoa, yo, 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 yo. Whoa, yo, yo, yo. Everybody, just everybody. Whoa, yo, 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 yo. Whoa, yo, 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 yo. Whoa, yo, yo, yo. Labour rights on the ready, tell them. Don't you trouble Zion. Me not hear you. Don't you trouble. Watcha. Zion of a key. Open sinner. Can you put up your hand? Everybody put up your hand and say, Isaiah prophesy. Watcha. Somebody go so. All over poetry. High. Whoa, yo. Whoa, yo. Whoa, yo. Pull Labour right. Whoa, yo. Whoa, yo. Whoa, yo. Go so. trouble. When I broke out and go about the people, don't you trouble Zion. Zion of a key, open sinners heart. Don't show them the labor and go for worship God. Isaiah prophesied of his coming. Behold, the virgin shall bear a son. They shall call him Jesus. He's the mighty man, Son of God. It was written down there by the prophet. Written down there by John. I hear you know what are written down there by the prophet. Written down there by John. Tell them, one heart, one desire, one destiny, one sorrow. Sing along with me. Light up. We are going to say it again. Make good say it. Oh, yo, 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 yo. Oh, yo, 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 yo. Oh, yo, 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 yo. I hear you. Oh, yo, 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 yo. Oh, yo, 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 yo. Oh, yo, yo, yo. Who remember that one here? If you reach heaven before me, tell Jesus I'm coming home. When the first trumpet sound, I will. Labor right, go so. Every labor right, go so. Every labor, go so. If you watch it. Heaven before. Watch it. And you always look by your people then. When the first trumpet sound, put up on now. On ready. I will be there. I must be there. High. When the first. Tell some bad mind people, they can't go to heaven. Tell them. If them have bad mind, but not bad mind. They can't. Yo, brother, labor right, but not. If you have bad mind, no bad mind. You can't go to heaven if you have bad mind. All bad mind I feel left behind. All my sins, God take them away. Christians, labor right. Walk in a narrow way. High. Labor right, walk in a narrow way. The narrow way is to watch and pray. All of their sins, God take them away. Glory. Who the ready again? Who the ready? Go so. Oh, yo. Oh, yo. Oh, yo. Hi. Oh, yo. Oh, yo. Sanjay. Say no Obia man. Say labor right, we don't like Obia people. Say no Obia man. Hi. You never go out Obia man from ya. Halfway tree. Go so. We never go out Obia man from him. Labor right say thank you, Jesus. We never be in a mother dirty pan. Labor right say. Can I see you put up yard? No can ring no the pad on your heart. Oh no say. What's the? We already blessed by the Almighty. So we say, can I dig? Oh, no ash you no nail pan your gate. In a father God you put faith. You want try will be done but me a real labor right, so me now watch the face. God me look and I got me defend. Me not dash so I over me neighbor fence. Wicked people, labor right, go so. We never go out your mantra. Sanjay, next up. Let me see if you remember that one here. Half front tree, go so. Halfway tree, go so. Labour Party marching on. I want to see every Labour right. Every Labour right, go so. Labour Party marching on. Marching on to victory. Labour Party, marching on to victory. Me can't say it again, say it again. Labour Party marching on. Marching on to victory. Hi. Labour Party. Who remember the party? Who remember the party after 3 7? Jump and shout. Tell it all about. We should. Alright, the party. Me and my neighbor. Voting for Labour. Me and my neighbor. Voting for Labour. Me and my Labour. Voting for. Hold on, Sanjay. Take it out. Take it out. Hold on, Sanjay. Why you play back in medley? Hold on. Why you play back in medley? Can I sing one different one? Let me sing long time. Let me see if you remember that one here too. What are people them full of vibes? Say, vote for Labour. Vote for Labour. Vote for Labour. Everybody just vote for Labour. We are the government going back to Parliament. Labour alone, we give our vote. Labour Party, we love them most. And them alone. We are and sing. Vote for Labour. Make we vote for Labour. After 3, vote for Labour. Everybody just. Alright, listen to the party. Andrew Wallace is a young man we can depend on to lead us home to victory. A new Jamaica we want to see. Jamaica. Everybody put up your hand and say, make we vote. Hold on. We are sending a message. Sanjay, play it. Andrew Wallace is born and grow in a Jamaica. Everybody say, Halle. Andrew Wallace, born and grow in a Jamaica. Everybody say, Halle. We can't send a message. Tell them. Say Andrew Wallace business on.
Labour. Choose Jamaica. Yes, a prosperity style.
Labour rights. You look like say you're ready for the election. You're ready, Labour rights. When you look at halfway tree gridlocked, it has never been more beautiful. And I have a feeling that tonight's gonna be a good night. When I look at the chairman of the Jamaica Labour Party, MP Robert Bobby Montague, when I look at Dr. the Honorable Horace Chang, I see pride. I see pride that this is the Jamaica Labour Party, where they form part of the leadership, and they know that victory belongs to the Jamaica Labour Party, because we're putting. All right, you're ready to jump? And I know that when we go down to Southwest St. Elizabeth, where there's an MP who we call Baba Green, takes the stage tonight, he is going to speak about a government that has been doing more for agriculture. Let's welcome Minister the Honorable Floyd Baba.
Southwest St.
ultimate labor rights. As I got ready to come to the meeting today, my 12-year-old son said to me, Daddy, what is the difference between the Jamaica Labour Party and the PMP? I said, son, the PMP continuously laments the condition of the poor, but have done nothing tangible to fix it. While the Labour Party take action through education, healthcare and agriculture to move the poor from poverty to prosperity. I said, son, most of the utterances of the PMP is wrapped up in propaganda. Them attack people and try to tear down people, while the Labour Party focus on ideas, vision and action. I said, son, the other side is a party of promises and pretty talk. A fun here, a fun there. Everything them say, it in the pipeline. I said, son, them should change them name to the Pipeline National Party. While the Labour Party takes bold steps and does more for you. In fact, in closing, I said, son, the PNP is a party of promises, propaganda, and poverty. The Labour Party is a party of ideas, action, and prosperity. When me done, my son looked at me and said, Daddy, me did have to be a Labourite. When it comes to agriculture, we have shown how ideas and action can lead to prosperity for our farmers and fishers. Under this Andrew Holness-led administration, we have worked on over 700 farm roads, more than any other government in the history of Jamaica. Whether Mendestown in Trelawney, Plattfield in St. Mary, Mahua Hill, Bacon, Flaggerman, we have fixed farm roads so that farmers can get their crops to market. We have driven domestic production to the highest ever in 40 years. In fact, when they were in charge of agriculture, they have never passed 600,000 tons of domestic production. This government has passed 800,000 tons of domestic production, cutting food poverty in half. We have brought water to 4,000 acres of farmland. We have built over 30 retention ponds. We have spent money on the biggest irrigation schemes in our history, like Essex Valley, like Amity Hall, and the big one, $26 billion for the Pedro Plains irrigation scheme, the biggest ever in the Caribbean. Under their watch, people stopped talking about research in agriculture. Nobody ever called Bodle's name again. We have spent $1.4 billion on Bodle's, new labs, new greenhouse, new technology, and have started a $6 billion program to move our research centers. You hear them talk about prenatal larceny? Ask them what did they do to treat with the prenatal larceny problem. The man was Minister of Justice and not even one law him amend for prenatal larceny. Since your government has been there, we have amended laws, brought in harsher penalties, started recruiting agricultural wardens, and for the first time, we have a branch of the police force that deals with agricultural protection. Farmers are safer under the Jamaica Labour Party. There is so much I could talk about. When we came, Rada only had 7 tractors. 7 tractors for the whole island. Under your government, Rada now have 22 tractors, more than 10 backhoe, we have onion harvester, we have trailer, we have mechanized agriculture. Not to mention fisheries. They never used to pay the fishers any mind. We have introduced a fisheries incentive plan. We have started to train our fishers. We are retooling our fishers. Fishermen and women get wire, them get engine, them get boat under the Jamaica Labour Party. But not only that, we have thought about the people. When we came in, farmers and fishers couldn't get health insurance. Them couldn't get life insurance. Them never have crop insurance. Your government has worked. Now our farmers and fishers can get health, life, crop insurance under this Andrew Holness-led government. And we're not finished yet. We are going to move to introduce for the first time a farmers and fishers pension program. We're going to put $1 billion so farmer and fisher can cock up their foot and enjoy prosperity. I hear them talk about funding agriculture. Anytime I hear them talk about a fund, I get a little nervous because I remember how them deal with money when them in charge of money. It is that side that destroyed the PC Bank. When we did the audit of the PC Bank, $625 million of farmers' funds was missing. Them use the farmers' fund and build townhouse. So me see them over there. And true, we are run the country good. They want to come back in. It reminds me of a saying, nobody want to plant the corn, but everybody want to raid the barn. The PNP will never raid Jamaica's barn again. So as I close, there was a time that we lost hope in this island of ours. There was a time that we believed that some of the biggest problems would never be fixed. But to be honest, Dr. Andrew Michael Holness has restored hope in Jamaica. He has invested in the youth of this country. He has given young people the opportunity to serve and move Jamaica forward. And to be honest with you, we have come too far to turn back now. We are moving forward with Andrew Michael Holness. That's why I tell them, forward ever, backward. We will choose Jamaica. We will vote for the Jamaica Labour Party. Shower labor rights.
We do so much already, now we doing more. We do Jamaica Labour Party, yes we doing more. For you, JLP doing more. For you, JLP doing more.
Labor rights, are you ready? Labor rights. One of the things that we notice, everybody want good for Jamaica except who? Except who? Yes, man. But let me tell you something, labor rights. From 2021, them a ball. Call it, Andrew, call it. Well, Andrew, I go call it. Labor rights, are you ready? Oh, if Edward Philip George Siaga could see halfway tree tonight. And I just want to say, where are the Labour Party workers? Let me see your hand. All of the workers for the Jamaica Labour Party, let me see your hand. All of the indoor agent, the outdoor agent, the Labour Party with the stronger team. Everybody want good for Jamaica, but when you ask them, when they say they want blood and they want fire, well, you could have ball blood. Andrew are the man. I don't know. It's a vampire we are deal with. People want road. People want water. This is the government that has been working hard and that has been delivering. And as I hand over to a senior MP, I can say that this is an awesome political party. The foundation has been laid. And when you look at it, Sir Alexander Bustamante would have been proud of the Jamaica Labour Party. Hugh Lawson Shearer, Edward Philip George Siaga, Bruce Golding, and now our party leader and Prime Minister, Dr. the Most Honorable Andrew Michael Holness. We don't want no blood, we don't want no fire, we are no vampire. A bill, we are build this. And to Jamaicans who are home watching this, invest in the future. Don't risk the future. Don't touch that dial. Bill with the Jamaica Labour Party. Choose Jamaica. And now I invite, for the remainder of the evening proceedings, the Member of Parliament, the Deputy Leader of Area Council 1, West Kingston MP, the Honourable Desmond Mackenzie.
Jamaica is moving in the right direction. Jamaica is a better place today under Andrew Holness and the Jamaica Labour Party. Let us not make that mistake. Jamaica is good. The only thing that will be bad for Jamaica is the People's National Party. And so tonight, Labour Rights, we are here with a message of prosperity. The message that said to you, stay the course. Jamaica, you are in good hands. We have seen, we have feel the benefits of the Jamaica Labour Party. And one such benefit that we have seen is that in the area of transportation. Halfway through, let's welcome Mr. Transport himself, the man out of Portland. Let's welcome Darrell.
Colleagues on the platform, Deputy Leaders, Chairman, General Secretary, and most of all, you the Labour Rights in Halfway Tree and watching all over Jamaica and the world. Big up your goddamn self. Tonight, I am going to speak in two parts. I am going to speak to those out there that are listening for a message to decide as to who they vote for and why they must choose Jamaica. It is not a surprise to me that the Labour Party river has come down bank to bank tonight. And when I look in the crowd and I see the young people, I see the working class people, I see our elders and all the hard-working Jamaicans who have come out today to say, we choose Jamaica. I want everybody watching here and those watching live to know that the Jamaica Labour Party, under the leadership of Andrew Michael Holness, campaigns on good policies, performance, programs, and the execution of plans. We do not campaign on personal attacks, propaganda, empty promises, and rum talk. We are a party and a government of God-fearing and loving people, always guided by the Almighty's teachings and principle. This election is about leadership and the future of Jamaica. Do we continue to build on the numerous gains, or do we go back to the PNP's failed recycled policies and their dangerous and irresponsible rhetoric, which is being shared on their platforms over the last 2 years? On this side, we have a leader who has not only been improving the lives of the Jamaican people, reducing poverty, and providing jobs at a record rate. And on the other side, they have a man who has used his connections to ensure that while every business in Jamaica was struggling in the 90s, he and his cabal got wealthy. It is not an election about orange and green. This is an election for the heart and the soul and the future of Jamaica. They cannot beat us on performance. They cannot beat us when you compare our team to their team. So they have decided to campaign on personal attacks, lies, empty promises, and rum talk, and to badmine every good policy that this government has implemented. Jamaica, let me ask you a question. Who do you trust with your water? Matthew Samuda or Ian Hills? One love to the Labour Party. Who do you trust with your roads and your works? Nestor Morgan or Richard Azan? Two love to Labour Party. Who do you trust with your economy? Favored Williams or Julian Robinson? Three love to Labour Party. Who do you trust to continue the crime reduction? Harris Chang or Peter Badmine Bunting? Four love to Labour Party. Who do you trust with your agriculture and fisheries? Floyd Green or Satan Campbell? Five love to Labour Party. And who do you trust to deal with education? Dr. Dana Dixon or Damian Goatman Crawford? In dominoes, that equal to 6 love. But I don't finish there. Who do you trust with tourism? Ed Bartlett or Wickham McNeil? 7 love, Labour Party. And I save the best for last. Who do you trust to manage transport and energy? Darrell Vaz or Michael Phillips and Philip Baldwell? That is 9 love. Me alone take on 2 of them and slew them. Sanjay, now run pretty big, run some music, you know. Jamaica, if anybody is to give us advice on good policies, it cannot be the PNP that wrecked Jamaica in their 22 years in office. When the PNP signed a deal with the JPS that didn't benefit the customers, that wrecked you and wrecked Jamaica. This is the first time in history that the Jamaica Labour Party is going to get an opportunity to renegotiate a brand new JPS license. And for the first time, we are in the driver's seat. So the question I ask you tonight is, after they negotiated a flawed JPS contract in 2001 and came back and did the same thing in 2016, who you want to negotiate this license? Darrell Vaz and the Andrew Onis government to do a new deal. Because guess what? You see the whole deal? You see the whole license? You see the whole license what them have? See it there?
Slew them up, their feelings, them a carry. Them done go already.
So, those of you watching and listening tonight, you have decisions to make. And that is one of the first fundamental decisions. Because what gone bad a morning can't come good at evening. Them failed 2 times already. Give the Labour Party their chance to do a new JPS license that is going to benefit you. Let me tell you, let me just give you one simple example of a bad license. You have an emergency fund that is paid every month out of your light bill. So if we have hurricane or earthquake or any natural disaster, and if we have a hurricane and the pole dropped on your fence and brought down your fence or your wall, JPS claim full for them pole and you get nothing for your wall or your fence. That is what PNP negotiate for you.
Some me say them can't on ya. From them not speak no truth, say them can't on ya. From them a display little youth, say them can't on ya. From them non-king straight.
The PNP wants another chance to wreck Jamaica again. The only love that the PNP has ever had for Jamaica is tough love, taxes and hardship. But I tell you tonight, tough love days done long time. Since 2016, when we took office, no new taxes in 9 years and counting, lowest unemployment in history and lowest crime and murder rate in decades, 40% decrease. We have a rural electrification program that when I inherited it in 2020, the cost for rewiring your house was your cost. When I asked JSIF how much to rewire a house, at that time it was $90,000. I said, how much people that want to rewire them house can afford $90,000? Them say not many. I said, that is a flawed policy. Bring back a policy to be that includes the cost of rewiring by the government as a grant to the people of Jamaica. That cost today is $150,000 paid for by the government. And we are spending over $2.4 billion to rewire and connect people to the grid so they can live an honest life. On top of which, when you connect to JPS for the first time, you're going to have a light bill. So we have made provisions to give you a smart meter where you can check your usage and know middle of the month if you're going over your budget. But in the meantime, we're going to give every household that connects on the rural electrification $4,000 a month for 6 months, which is half of what we estimate your usage to be. That is what a caring Andrew Holness administration does. So I say to the PNP, one thing. Sanjay, play the music for me. Step aside now. Run the music there, Sanjay. We need. When I took over, JUTC had more old bus than new bus. Now today, in 2 years, we have brought in 270 new JUTC bus. When I took over as transport minister, we were losing billions of dollars in theft of fuel. This year, we're going to save $1 billion in fuel savings between theft and the new CNG buses that we have introduced. The Prime Minister will have something more to say on that later on. When 66 students have died in accidents since 2023 and another 775 injured, with most of them dying on their way or being injured to school or on their way home, And the PNP has a dog heart to badmine a rural school bus system. Jamaica, they must pay dearly for that. They are wicked, they are evil, and they are bad mind. The rural MPs that represent the PNP have let their constituents down, because this is the single best thing that can happen to rural Jamaica, where they have a dedicated school bus system for the children so they can stop going through the trauma and the abuse every morning to get to school and get back home. We are doing so with 122 routes to serve 258 schools. That is the first phase to roll out September morning. But there are 850 rural schools. And I stand here tonight and give you a commitment. And you know I don't put my mouth around and talk. That in 2 years, we will have enough rural school buses to serve all 850 schools. And no PNP can stop that. So, labor rights, they say time is on me. But I want to let you know, all I ask you to do, don't watch and listen to the propaganda of the PNP. If you want to know anything at all, just make sure that you follow my statements and you follow my social media page or the Jamaica Labour Party. We will always be honest and truthful and accountable to you. So don't make them tell you about the bus them and the door them. Everything is going to be Chris and Curry come September morning. Take that from Darrell Vaz. While coming down now, I cannot come off of this platform without burn even one little bad mind. So you see, this shirt here, how are you look on it good? How want you look on it good? We're going to burn out the bad mind them. I have 50,000 of these shirts because we're going to go through the look and cranny of Jamaica. And as it relates to Portland, in closing, let me tell you, don't follow no long argument. Portland, vase can't broke. It make out of steel and metal. And we will overcome anything, whether deportee, importee, ex-convict, no matter who. Come, whenever the Prime Minister announces it, Portland will return as Varsland. I give you great thanks for all you have done for me over the 18 years.
We do so much already, now we do it more. We do it. Jamaica Labour Party, yes, we do it more.
Thank you. Thank you, Minister Vaz. Labor rights. We witness a magnificent independence celebration at the National Stadium. Halfway through, Jamaica, let's welcome the Minister of Entertainment, Gender and Sports, Member of Parliament for Central St. Catherine, Babsy Olivia Grange.
Image, hey, Babsy Grange, you're running off the village. JLP, you know we all about the village. Making a better way for the youth there. Talk the truth then, hey, Babsy Grange. Yeah, we giving Jamaica a better image. Babsy Grange running off the village.
You know that's massacre, right? Are you hearing my big me up? Nice. No, labor rights. Some people said there's no difference between us and them. You know why I'm talking? Them, people there. But I want to tell you all tonight in Jamaica that they are not like us. And it matters who lead us. The choices in this upcoming election are very clear. The difference between us and them is like night and day. We have a leader with a clear vision for Jamaica. But he works day and night to build a new Jamaica with justice, liberty, and prosperity for all. And your wholeness purpose is to create the conditions for Jamaicans to step up in a life, to take care of their family, to educate their children, to own a piece of the rock, build them house, and love our country like never before. You see this thing here? This is our flag. What is the color? What are the colors? The black, the green, and the gold. Some people want to take the green out of the flag. When we celebrated our independence, our theme was be proud, be bold in the black, green, and gold. And everybody wear them black, green, and gold, don't it? Except for you know who. And your wholeness purpose is to create the conditions for Jamaicans to have a better life. He has never forgotten his roots and what his ascension to leadership of our country means to so many of us. Andrew represents the hopes and dreams of the Jamaican people. You see him in what is possible for you to accomplish, for your children to accomplish. He gives us all great hope. And I want to use the opportunity tonight to recognize his mother. I call her Miss Harvey. Miss Harvey, can you stand and be recognized? She gave Jamaica and the wholeness. I want you to give God thanks for this lady. She raised a decent young man in a board house in Spanish Town. And today, Andrew Wholeness gives you all hope that your little boy Pitney can become Prime Minister one day. Isn't that great? He's humble. He's respectful of everyone, from the baby to the senior citizen. He doesn't tear down women. And I'm the minister who speaks for gender. I talk for the man them, and I talk for the woman them. But you know, women are at a disadvantage, because they're the ones who suffer from abuse to a greater extent. And so, I have to speak for them. And what I want to say to you tonight is that under Andrew Wholeness, the world has been noting the progress of our women in Jamaica. The World Economic Forum 2023 Global Gender Gap Report, the report that they prepare, ranks Jamaica as the best in the Caribbean island, referring to Jamaica as one of the countries with even access for men and women when it comes to economic participation and opportunity. Our Prime Minister created that environment and that atmosphere for all you women out there. So this government has also been big on supporting women's businesses. We have a program called the Women's Entrepreneurship Support Project, where we assist small business women in supporting their business financially. And when the third term come, all who not get that help will get the help, because we couldn't do everybody one time. We are empowering and enabling our young women to achieve their dreams through the provision of academic scholarships and grants. When you look at the women in the Labour Party, the women who are ministers of government, a young girl in Jamaica can be whatever she wants to be, whether it's a minister of finance and the public service like Favour Williams, or the Minister of Foreign Affairs and Foreign Trade like Kamina Johnson. I want you to pick them up when I call them name. Or the Chief of Defense, Head of the Army, or Paula Llewellyn, the Director of Public Prosecution. Our Prime Minister has created an environment that enables women. And we want to thank him for that. We have done many things. We have created shelters for women who are being abused. So no woman here has to stay in an abusive relationship, because we have created shelters that if you want to come out of an abusive relationship, we have somewhere for you to go to be in a safe place. Are we not saying that maybe the men don't have issues too? That is why I changed the name of the Bureau of Women's Affairs to the Bureau of Gender Affairs, with the support of the Prime Minister and the Cabinet, to make sure that we not only look after our women, but we also look after our men. And so tonight, as time is going, I won't be long, but who remember the song? Stick by me and I stick by you. Let me hear it. Me and I stick by you. Let me hear you. Fullness. We are sticking by Andrew Holness because we know that Jamaica will be in good hands. I want every one of you to put your hands in the air and pledge tonight that on election day, whenever that is, you're all going to go out there and you're going to whop them. What I say? Whop them.
Andrew going whop them one by one. Labour going whop them 2 by 2. Third me friend whop them 3 by 3. Best government we run the country. All of them. Look how we balance the economy. Feel Labour, thank you Lord. Enough people never have key, but now them own a yard. Nobody's so call the big.
Whop them. Whop them, Labour rights. Whop them. God bless you all.
We do so much already, now we doing more. We doing Jamaica Labour.
Thank you. Thank you, Minister Babsy Grange. Who is the big man? Where the man from St. Name? Let's have show boss. Who is the big man?
Labor rights!
PMP now go like that song, yeah. Andrew Holness, the best prime minister. Granny used to say what due to Caesar, motivate, inspire, live for Jamaica. Ring the bell, knock up, back cover. Andrew are the best, man, the best. He build road, house, provide water. Labor rights, let me hear you shout or shower. Turn my lord, 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 turn my lord. Throw them overboard. Andrew, let's have it done. Mark what it could have done. Win election. Win election. Turn my lord, 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 turn my lord. Throw them overboard. Andrew, let's have it done. Mark what it could have done. Win election. Win election.
If you burn bad mind, say burn bad mind. Burn bad mind. What big up the Prime Minister, because I don't know. One Andrew Holness. Third my lord.
Me never want to remix the song. If you congratulate the big man, Andrew Holness and build house pan land. PMP a worry about cutting a ribbon. JLP party prosperity in a man. Choose Jamaica with little island. Mark Golding have to go back to England. Who you a tell about them swampy land? Andrew Holness is the real yard man. Wanna do? Bad mind of course. 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 In our orange clothes. Cut the ribbon. Labour Party, how will you say? Cut the ribbon. How will you say? Cut the ribbon. PMP Party, a fool, yeah, man. How will you say? Cut the ribbon. Labour Party, how will you say? Cut the ribbon. How will you say? Cut the ribbon.
PMP Party, a fool, yeah, man.
Me never want to remix the song.
Andrew Holness, best Prime Minister. Northeast Manchester. Show Labour rights. Because Prime Minister.
Labour rights. Jamaica Labour Party. Who ready? We have one. Ring the bell. Them can't run, them can't hide, them can't do what they Labour right have up. Yeah, Labour right, why mash them up? Whoa. Them can't run, them can't hide, them can't do what they yes, Andrew, why mash them up? Yeah, Labour right, why mash them up? Whoa. Road a fix now, we have no one there. House a build now, we have no one there. Development, we have no one there. Love the progress, we have no one there. Ring the bell, them, we have no one now. Blow the hand, them, we have no one there. Bust the move, them, we have no one. Champion, him a real champion. Them can't run, them can't hide, them can't do what they get. Andrew, why mash them up? Yeah, Labour right, why mash them up? Why? Them can't run, them can't hide, them can't do what they Labour right, I go mash them up. Yeah, Labour right, why mash them up? Why? Make me see the two finger. If you vote for Labour, get yourself together. Make you vote for Labour. Remember Siaga, remember you Shera, Honorable Santa, shiny forever. Can't run, them can't hide, them can't do what they get. Andrew, why mash them up? Labour right, why mash them up? Why? Them can't run, them can't hide, them can't do what they Labour right, I go mash them up. Yeah, Labour right, why mash them up? Why? Road a fix now, we have no one, yeah. House a build now, we have no one, yeah. Development, we have no one, yeah. Love the progress, we have no one. Ring the bell, them, we have no one, yeah. Blow the hand, them, we have no one, yeah. Bust the move, them, we have no one. Champion, him a real champion. Can't run, them can't hide, them can't do what they yes, Andrew, why mash them up? Labour right, why mash them up? Why? Them can't run, them can't hide, them can't do what they Labour right, I go mash them up. Labour right, why mash them up? Why? Labour right. Jamaica Labour Party. able to want them. House a bill now, we able to want them. Development, we able to want them. Love the progress, we able to
Yes,
want
sir.
them. Bring the elders, we able to want them.
Labor rights, you feeling good? Let me hear you say third term. Let me hear you say shower. And so tonight, it's my pleasure to welcome now to the microphone West Central St. Catherine, Minister of Health. Let's welcome Dr. Christopher Tufton.
Very much to my colleagues on the platform and the sea of green labor rights in halfway tree. Shower to you all.
Labor rights.
Labor rights. My family. As chairman of the campaign committee, I want to share for a few minutes the vision and the mission of this campaign that will lead us to the third term and keep Andrew Holness as Prime Minister of Jamaica. And I want you to listen to me well. When we ask you to vote for the Jamaica Labour Party, we are asking you to choose what is best for you, for your family, for your community, and for Jamaica. Listen carefully. When we say we are doing more for you, we mean that this government, under the leadership of Andrew Holness, has done more for more Jamaicans than any other government in the history of this country, and certainly more than the Orange people has ever done when they had the reins of this country. When we say we are doing more for you, it means that we have done things for you that nobody else has done. For example, the lowest unemployment rate in the history of Jamaica means more jobs for more Jamaicans than any time before. The lowest poverty rate in Jamaica's history means more opportunities for you to build wealth and uplift your families than any other time in the history of this country. The lowest murder rate in 30 years means safer for communities for you and your children over the past 30 years. 8 straight years of no new taxes means more money in your pocket so you can decide how to spend it for you and your families. And in healthcare, since I have been in charge of healthcare, we have done more for you than any time before. 138 health centers upgraded or built over the last 5 years. The most significant improvement in hospital upgrades, Cornwall Regional, which was allowed to collapse because of neglect, Western Child and Adolescent, Spanish Town Hospital, University Hospital in the West Indies, St. Anne's Bay, Maypen, just to name a few, the largest upgrade of hospital infrastructure that this country has ever seen, doing more for you under Andrew Holness and the Labour Party government. More doctors and nurses, almost 3,000 new posts that have been established to put more doctors and nurses in our hospital and health centers. And every one of you, and I know that you know someone in Jamaica who, when them sick and go to the health center, them go to a NHF drug serve window and them get them medication free. 3 million prescriptions delivered to Jamaicans, more than any other time before. And let's not forget, the middle of the greatest global health crisis in 100 years. It's not a pleasant thing to talk about, but it's a reality. We had to make impossible decisions. Under Andrew Holness as leader, we had to protect lives, keep the health system standing, keep the economy from collapsing. More countries stumbled under COVID than little Jamaica. We little, but we Talawa under the leadership Jamaicans. That is what we mean when we say we are doing more for you than anybody else in any time of the history of this country. That is leadership you can trust. Now, I want you to be very clear about this theme that you should be proud of. Doing more for you doesn't mean we have done everything that you want us to do. There's still a lot of work to be done. But the reality is that we have done better than any other alternative that is out there, and that is justification to allowing the Labour Party under Andrew Holness to continue the work and get other things done. We need to be allowed to finish the job. And that's what we humbly ask the Jamaican people to allow us. The PNP said they want to rescue Jamaica. Rescue from what is the question you must ask them. They want to rescue the record number of jobs that we have created, the lowest poverty that we have seen, the largest reduction of crime that we have seen in 30 years. How do you rescue that unless you're going to create more unemployment, create more poverty, and increase crime in this country? I want you to reject that notion. They don't have a track record of doing that. We cannot trust them or their leader and that party to take this country forward. We are at a delicate stage. And guess what? I know me say you can't trust them to run Jamaica. And them say so.
Idiot. You have to face reality.
Listen.
You have to face reality. That Mark Golden must never become Prime Minister of Jamaica. These realities must be faced. These are realities. These are realities. Mark Golden must never become Prime Minister of Jamaica.
I want you to take a guess as to who says so. I know me says so. KD Knight says so. Them say if Frisch go river bottom and tell you say no go down there, don't go down the labor rights. I'm coming down now because we have to create time for the leader. I want you to remember Finsack, when thousands of Jamaicans lost their homes, their farms, their businesses. There was a company called Golden Bunting and something else who made their wealth, their greatest wealth during that time. Another one of their kind said it was the largest transfer of wealth from the poor to the rich. They were on the rich side. Me and you were on the poor side. And that is another reason why we cannot trust them to lead this country going forward. So I close by saying, I want you to understand what it means doing more for you. You need to go out there and you need to talk to your neighbor and your friend. We choose Jamaica because Jamaica is what we care about. That's what Andrew Holness's work is all about. We are doing more for you than ever before. And as a result, the choice is clear. Jamaica, the Labour Party, is the best party to carry this country forward. Show our Labour rights.
We do so much already, now we doing more. We doing Jamaica Labour Party, yes we doing more for you.
Thank you.
JLP doing.
Labour rights. One of the most successful General Secretary in the history of the Jamaica Labour Party. Easily the most outstanding Minister of National Security. Halfway through, let's welcome Dr. Horace Chang.
Bad boys, what you gonna do? What you gonna do when they come for you? Bad boys, what you gonna do? What you gonna do when they
Them no inna my leg, no inna my leg. Them a help with a little bit of money and weed, no risk no way. And after them a lead, no inna my leg.
Labour rights. Labour rights. Labour rights, are you ready?
Labour rights and all Jamaicans. Tonight we choose Jamaica.
third term loading. Tonight, the Prime Minister and our leader will make a significant announcement. And that will bring to your attention to all Jamaicans the need to make a vital decision. Across tonight, we have laborers from every corner of Jamaica. And Jamaicans are listening from Negril Point to Moran Point, north to south. Because you'll have to make a choice what road you travel. What leader you need to lead you down that road that will take us to a country that is safe, that have good order, is growing and moving to prosperity. You have had the experience. We know one leader that has taken us through difficult times. Leadership matters. Andrew Michael Honis, Dr. Michael Honis, took us through the COVID disaster with dignity, with strength and character. And Jamaica came out of it with the fastest recovery in any other country in the Western Hemisphere. Andrew Honis leads. He has brought the economy back to stability so we can find resources to spend on the problems. Building highways, water supply, hospitals, hope housing for poor people, social pension, what is required to give people hope in their country and a share of the wealth in our country. Andrew Honis cares, he's concerned, and he's committed to giving you a country in which every Jamaican can feel safe and there can be realize their dreams. I'll be short tonight because you're waiting to hear him. Among his talents is that Andrew Honis choose people that he can work with and is committed to the cause that will follow his leadership. When you look around him, in the leadership of every sector, he found people competent, capable, and ready to assist in leading the country down a path of peace, goodwill, and prosperity. A path in which every Jamaican is recognized and respected. And today I had the privilege of working in a particular area where it needed the guts and political will to build a security force that could deal with the criminal element that run across this country. Crime was rampant. It's the biggest problem we had in my own constituency. I saw the blood. Many weekends, the time it was such that the police never ever had crime scene tape. So I could walk up to the bodies and look on them. Many were slaughtered. My friend is here from Montego Bay, Eroy, Central. When you walk into Norwood in the morning, 5 dead. People are shot in their homes. The homes burnt with some still alive. And I could tell they were alive because I'm a doctor. You could look at the position. You went in the Salt Spring, the stone in the yard was covered with blood. You could smell the blood. Those of our country know what a butcher shop looked like. But the atmosphere was thick with fear and concern by families who had survived. That is the atmosphere that across Jamaica we inherited. But we care, we're concerned. Some of those people only live on the wrong road. They lived in attracting and informal settlements where violence producers would walk and they would kill them because they figured they would use cell phone and call police. So we set about to correct that. And our leader, our Prime Minister, committed to do it. He had to invest heavily. There are many things to do, but Andrew Honis' concern was for the safety and well-being of all Jamaicans. He chose Jamaica. That is the kind of leader you have. And that's the leader we need to continue to lead us. He is the one who we need to lead us through. The job is not finished. Work has to be done. He set out to fix the communities and to fix the security forces. We passed legislation. We use not only zones, not only state of public emergency. We passed a new act, Firearms Prohibition, Restriction and Regulation Act, to ensure a man who use gun to kill people will pay a penalty. When he kill people wantonly, innocent people, you catch him, you put him away for life. That's what we said. Man who disregard and disrespect poor Jamaicans cannot stay a street. It's either you give up the gun or face your maker and go to prison for life. One or the other. Violence must stop. The old lady must continue to go prayer meeting Wednesday night. The young boys must be able to play football in the square at night. Futsal is popular. A man must be able to go to work and leave 1 o'clock in the morning from the hotel, which is now full because Minister Bartlett is putting tourists in the hotel, and come home from the night shift and feel safe. That is the Jamaica we want to build. That's the Jamaica Andrew Honey started to build. The work is not finished. Leadership matters. And I mentioned something before I go on to say more on security. He chose the team. Look around him. On my side of the island, not only crime was high, but tourism was hurting. Today, working hard, Edmund Bartlett bring tourists come full up the hotel them. But we still have to deal with the crime. And today, across the world, Jamaica now have a level 2 travel advisory. You're going to see tourists like sand grain on the sea at the beach out there when that's done, because we fixed the security problem. And we fixed the health problem. We are fixing the health problem. The problems that affect Jamaicans, the problems that affect the economy, and Johon is set out to fix them. But the job is not done. And I urge all of you, when you leave here as laborites, all Jamaicans, you listen. The job needs leadership to complete the task. We are at a crossroads. Choose the right road. When you look on one side, you have a man who says he can lead, but who will be with him? He's not only a lesser leader than our leader, but he have nobody around him. Nobody can lead. One speaker already mentioned it. My leader just celebrate independence. What did he say? Be proud, be bold, in the black, green, and gold, the national fabric of Jamaica. Right. Be proud. Well, I said to the other one, him sound like, well, I don't tell you what him saying though. Him sound like a man who go to Bendong Market and look cheap cloth. You know Bendong Market? I said, here we go. We are with the black, green, and gold fabric of the Jamaica flag. That is our leader. He set about, despite of the challenges, to invest in our security forces. And today, everyone out can accept we have a new Jamaica Conservative Force. Same men and women, but with equipment, with confidence, with training, and new men were recruited. We recruited 6,000 officers to add to the force that they have the manpower to reach everywhere. They were out there complaining, you must go to proximity policing, you must do this, you must do that, but they never gave them the manpower. And Johon said, we need the security force to protect Jamaicans. Today, in this year, 7 months, there are 298 Jamaicans alive because Andrew Holmes invested in the police force. And this police force is reducing murder every day in greater numbers. Every Jamaican can feel a little safer, but the job not done. Young men and young women are proud to join the police force. We have trained them well. They're not perfect, but you and I know they show greater respect for Jamaicans. They have been trained in rights, and they are committed to protect and serve law-abiding Jamaicans. But if you get trouble, and you have a fire gun, come in when them call you. Or when them come, they are trained to deal with that. We have prepared, trained, and organized a security force to give Jamaicans safety and to provide an environment we can not only move around safely, but build an economy. My friends, my colleagues, and Jamaicans across Jamaica, you have a simple decision to make in the next few days. There are 2 roads ahead of us. One, we have started to build public safety. You can walk, you can go to your prayer meeting again Wednesday night. You can walk to school in safety. I go to a school, you find them up there, send them out by taxi to far away. You can now play at nights, whether the old man play domino on the street light and the young boys that play futsal. And we have started back to give permission for the parties, because we know entertainment is a big part of Jamaica's life. It's an economic activity. And my police officer will say, yes, you can do your water party till midnight. We start again. This is how we are working to restore vibrancy in our community. And the zones of special operation, the roads are fixed, the zinc pens gone, garbage collection up, drains put in place, and we're giving titles, new schools, new police stations, and opportunity to train young men. In Montego Bay and Kingston, we started to train young men in driving articulated vehicles, heavy-duty equipment. They get good money, and women can do it too. You get to drive a trailer, you make good money more than somebody in a big office. It is because we are committed to a safer country, to a strong community, and to people who can realize their dreams. Andrew Michael Honis, choose Jamaica and choose Jamaicans. So, I give you two simple messages. Leadership matters. And there's one leader, one man who can lead us on the road to a safer and more prosperous society. And Dr. Andrew Michael Honis. When the time comes, make sure you put that X beside the bell and reaffirm the mandate for the Jamaica Labour Party and Andrew Honis. Two roads. You need a leader to complete the task. If you want safety, reduce violence, increase prosperity, you travel that road with Dr. Andrew Michael Honis. God bless all the labor rights and the people of Jamaica. Again, we will reaffirm our commitment to the Jamaica Labour Party, to Andrew Honis, for a better country and a more prosperous country. Choose Jamaica Labour rights. Third term, my Lord.
We do so much already, now we doing more. We do it. Jamaica Labour Party, yes, we doing more.
Let's have a big honor. Labour rights, let's have a big hand for our hard-working General Secretary and Minister of National Security, Dr. Horace Strang. Halfway tree, Jamaica. Let's welcome now Chairman of this great Jamaica Labour Party, Member of Parliament, Robert Bobby Montague.
Mr. Montague, right now Montague too happy there. I go get solar light in a tapping, and him a go upgrade water system in a areas like Hamilton Mountain. But Mr. Montague feel leader in a St. Mary, Western region. Yeah, them regular Bobby Villa rock a better. Vote if you need change to better. Jeffreytown, Charlestown, and Sweetwater. Bobby, I go upgrade and now let you down. I go build better road from Villa to Grandstone, Wood Park to Derry, now left out Queenstown. Yeah, I go
Meeting chairman, officers of this great party, candidates, councillors, councillor caretakers, our social media warriors, delegates, workers, members of the press, members of the security forces, my fellow Jamaicans, both here and overseas, how uno do? Uno all right? Jamaicans, as we come towards the end of one term and look towards a new term, we come to you seeking your support. Let us first thank God for his mercy, strength, and blessings. He has guided us through COVID, burial, and other challenges. We come knowing that all the work is not done. We acknowledge that there are still challenges and issues, but Andrew Michael Holness, our leader and Prime Minister, have a history of completing commitments. We also know that Andrew is a youth from Spanish Town. He has walked your journey. He understands your pain, your struggles, and he wants you to succeed. You know that Andrew cares for you. So he needs you, and he needs one more term to continue doing the things to improving your life, your community, and your family. There is still much to be done. We in the Labour Party respect, love, and care for you. And that is why we will always humbly ask, appeal, even beg for your support. We do not take your support lightly. We value your support. We will work for your support. We have earned your support, and we treasure your support. We are not like others. We are not like others who think they are entitled, so they don't have to tell you what their plans are. They don't have to discuss their plans with you. But we in the Labour Party, we listen to you and make adjustments based on your suggestions. We have worked hard on your behalf, and you have seen the results. We come now with bold new ideas, seeking your support. We together must unite and face the future. We must embrace new thoughts and ideas. Look afresh at old methods and support Andrew Holness when critics say we can't do what we must do. We are Jamaicans, proud and strong. It is that creative spirit, that boldness that has led us to where we are. Andrew Holness and the Labour Party in the new term will be taking special emphasis on rural Jamaica. And we want to discuss some programs with you for rural development. We commit to utilize artificial intelligence and its possibilities
is who? Is who? Off what tree?
Labour right. Who ready? Let's welcome the Prime Minister of Jamaica, Mr. Andrew Holness. Who was the champion? Who was the big man? Who run the island? Who got the best land? Who are the champion? Who was the big man? Who run the island? Who got the best land? Labour right, we ready now. Labour right, we ready now. Ring the bell, them heavy now. Ring the bell, them heavy now. Labour right, we ready now. Labour right, we ready now. Get the hand them ready now. Get the hand them ready. The river coming down, no bank to bank, it's coming down. The river coming down, no bank to bank, it's coming down. Labour right coming down, to bank, him coming down. Brother coming down, to bank, him coming down. Who was the champion? Who was the big man? Who run the island? Who got the best plan? Who are the champion? Who was the big man? Who run the island? Who got the best plan?
Halfway tree. Halfway tree. I want you, Labour rights, to welcome to the platform leader of the great Jamaica Labour Party, Prime Minister for one term, Prime Minister for two terms,
three-term Prime Minister, Andrew Michael Holness.
Equal rights and justice is our everlasting song. Unity and progress will make our nation strong. Stand up for your rights when you hear the bell. Stand up for justice, hear the freedom bell. Remember Bustamante, he served you well. Stand up, Jamaicans, when you hear the bell.
Labor rights. Labor rights. Woi. Woi. Andrew come. Party chairman.
Labor rights. Labor rights. Mr. Party Leader, I beg you come here 1 minute. And I want to ask the crowd in halfway tree, what time is it? Not 2, but labor rights. Before I go any further in my speech, I am happy that the party leader is here. Because yesterday we had Central Executive. And yesterday at Central Executive, when we met, we passed one resolution. And I am happy to report to you tonight what that resolution was about. That resolution converted our caretakers and divisional and constituency chairmen into candidates of the Jamaica Labour Party. I am happy tonight as chairman of the greatest political party in the Western Hemisphere to tell you, the delegates and the citizens of Jamaica, that the Jamaica Labour Party now has 63 candidates ready to face the public of Jamaica to form the next government. The Secretariat has worked very hard. The area council has worked very hard. The officers have worked very hard. And now we have certified that the organization is ready. It is now left to one man. To one man. To do whatever he wants to do, whenever he wants to do what he has to do. A few more minutes. A few more minutes. A few more minutes. And all the people that was betting, and all the people that say Ray, and I say Ray, a few more minutes. But labor rights and Jamaicans, as we look towards a third term, we in the Labour Party come to you in humility. We come to you to ask for your support because we know that we are not entitled to it. We have worked hard for you and we want to continue to work hard for you. And that is why we are going to be using and utilizing artificial intelligence and its possibilities to help with rural development. We will train more farmers in the use of AI that will increase yields through the use of drones and the hydroponic system. This will lead to the use of less chemicals, fertilizer and water, but will increase productivity and therefore increase profit. We will use the AI possibilities to smooth out the supply chain and payment issues that farmers sometimes face. We will use artificial intelligence to develop programs to safeguard our fisher folks and improve their working conditions. And we will target and attract more young people and single mothers into agriculture. We intend to use artificial intelligence in healthcare to continue digitalizing our medical records and using telemedicine to get specialist care into our rural clinics. The Wood Park Clinic in St. Mary will be the first clinic in Jamaica to use telemedicine. We will use AI to make sure all our systems are more efficient, therefore allowing us to expand the range of assistance to persons, especially those over 60 years old. Because it is at that age you need the most medical help, but it is at that age that most private insurance cut you off. Those children and relatives who have to pay for medication monthly know how expensive that medication is. We will address menopausal challenges of our ladies by expanding benefits under the NHF. We will use AI and take hard training to you by putting suitable courses on the online platform so you do not have to go to Heart for some courses. Heart will come to you. We in Western St. Mary are about to launch such a platform. We intend to train more of our people, young and not so young, in the use of artificial intelligence so that they can use their phones to start a business, how to trade on the stock market, and how to design and build apps. We will use these platforms also to tackle illiteracy in this country. With an expanded Jamaica Eye program, using community Wi-Fi systems from the United Service Funds, the use of drones and other technologies, we will combat pre-deer larceny, protect our fish stocks and our borders, thus enhancing security and reducing crime. We will expand the use of drones in surveying so as to complete the cadastral map, and with land titling amnesty announced by the Prime Minister, produce and issue more land titles. We will be building more housing solutions, houses and service lots in rural Jamaica, and assisting persons with home repairs to make your houses more stronger and more hurricane resistant. As a matter of fact, for us in Western St. Mary, we have identified some 1,000 housing solutions. We will use AI to help to design programs, especially in the gaming format, to improve driver knowledge, increase road safety, and reduce road fatality. A new day is coming for our bus and taxi operators. We will work hard with Hard Trust and the ITA to train and certify more drivers. Other programs for rural development, including asking the Sports Development Foundation to prioritize grants to the top 5 and the last 5 schools in our boys and girls championships so that their sporting facilities can be improved. We will continue to improve our public beaches and create space for our craft persons, vendors, and artists to have expanded markets and the public to have more access to beaches. We will continue to offer training and assistance to build more community tourism programs so the benefits of tourism can come to your house and your community. It is our intention as a Labour Party in the third term to expand access to water into every community using solar pumps, as we have done in Oxford and Montreal, and we will do in Mile Gully and Springfield. We will take electricity and internet access to faraway communities and provide jobs in rural areas through urban centers like Morant Bay and the one to be built in Boscobel and Port Antonio. We commit to improving the rural road network by making new roads and bypasses, fixing community and farm roads, and their maintenance by expanding the Lentman system and doing more bushing and drain cleaning. These are just some of the bold new ideas and the continuation of programs that work. But you will see more and get more details when our manifesto is launched. We could have done more, but remember, we lost 3 years to COVID. But we as a Labour Party government did not lay off one government worker during COVID. As a matter of fact, we assisted private sector workers with cash grants, and we had a compassionate grant program. We are a party that cares for the poor. We doubled the minimum wages. We are a party that cares for the poor. We increased the old age and the pension aid benefits for the pensioners. We have made gains. We have come a far way, and we are not going to look back. We therefore must protect these gains. So I ask you all to join the Green Army, to walk the hills and the valleys, the lanes and the streets, to find that elderly couple and to ask them to vote for the Jamaica Labour Party. Help us to locate that person whose name is on your voters list, but they move from the community. Help us to find them, bring them back, and make sure them vote for Labour. If you are willing to defend and protect the future of Jamaica, land we love, I ask you, whether you are here in Halfway Tree, you are at home, you're in a car or at a bar or overseas, to raise your right hands at this moment. I want you to raise your right hands. And I want you to repeat this pledge. I want you to raise your hands and repeat this pledge. I do pledge to be a worker for the Jamaica Labour Party. I will visit at least 25 homes and talk about what the JLP has done and what the JLP will do. I pledge to make sure at least 5 voters on election day will vote for the JLP. So therefore, by the powers vested in me as chairman, I now declare all of you a Jamaica Labour Party worker.
Jamaica nobody fuss no, nobody fight, we did a fi be a Labour right. No shaky boat because a woman will like, we did a fi be a Labour right. The river come down green.
My fellow Jamaicans, some people dream of building a new Jamaica. Andrew Holness and the Jamaica Labour Party, we are building a new Jamaica. We're not dreaming about it.
A Jamaica where our young people get opportunities and second chances. A Jamaica where our elders get respect and a good pension. Where our workers get a fair wage and a chance to advance. Where the poor is not left behind. We want to continue this mission. When that day comes, remember to put Jamaica first. Remember to always choose Jamaica. Remember that you and your neighbor must vote for Labour. My fellow Jamaicans, love you.
We do so much already, now we doing more. We doing Jamaica Labour Party, yes we doing more. For you, JLP doing more. Labour for you, JLP doing more. We go above and beyond for Jamaica, 'cause we are great and strong. We work.
Thank you. Let's have a big hand for party chairman, Robert Bobby Montague. But before the big moment, let's welcome none other than Mr. Vegas.
So Ali Amarais! Give me my rhythm there. Everybody, look sir. Engineer, turn it up. Look over so for your Prime Minister. When more blessing, I don't see blessing. I don't see blessing. They can't stand. I wake up in the morning and I fight for your leader. Fight for not to want that someone. Mr. We pray God. Make money. Body at hand. Pull up. Hold on, labor rights. Them go make a mistake. And them leak out some document. When me read the document, me say my Prime Minister used to a taxi company. Me say him a one away. Him a one away. Him never bow out and him never sell out. Ready again. Ready again. Wave your flags up for your Prime Minister. When more blessing. I don't see blessing. I don't see blessing. From man to never sell out. I am blessed. Every day of mine. I do all this when I wake up in the morning and I lay my head to every. We lead us straight. Ready no man. Mr. We pray God. For bad mind. God knows me. Me love a man. Me father him. That's how we born. Low. Them did say, them a keep meeting at crossroad. I bluff them did a bluff. Me leader no shaky. Me leader no shaky. Him not afraid that nobody will so every day of mine. When I wake up in the morning and I lay my and do all this ready now. Mr. Tablet for your boss. He wants up a week. So when the wicked right judgment feed them. Look who much here. We are making. So they get that we don't wait for your door. Hands up from you. Now both stand up. Well, I'm a maybe come me friend them. Live up your easy. Hit up in play. And you all this way and know say you're straight. I am. Turn it now choir. When I wake up and I lay my low and you will bless
Andrew, you blaze every day. When I wake up in the morning, Andrew, if you know your leaders, to your gentlemen, Mr. We pray God, make money. Love you.
Thank you. Jamaicans, it is my distinct privilege and honor at this time to bring to address the nation the Member of Parliament for West Central St. Andrew, leader of this great Jamaica Labour Party, Prime Minister 1 term, Prime Minister 2 term, 3 term Prime Minister, Andrew Michael Holness.
I must say to you, I am overwhelmed. I reflected on 2016 and I look back on the video of 2016 and the crowd that gathered here. And I compared it to the drone shots that I have seen of the crowd here. And this is a much larger crowd than 2016.
Jah give me everything. So me nah lose my sanity for vanity, no frightened for anything.
It is an important point to make because governments in their second term usually lose momentum. But what is clear from tonight is that the momentum is with the Jamaica Labour Party. The momentum is obviously born of hard work, but it is also born of the relevance of the policies of the party. It is born of the legitimacy of the government. It is clear that the people of Jamaica, regardless of their political persuasion, have to agree that the Jamaica Labour Party is a performing government, a government that has delivered. We have been able to deliver for the people because we are a party that believes in hard work. We believe that by the sweat of our brow we shall eat bread. That is the ethic of our party. But we are not ashamed or afraid to say that we are a party that believes in God Almighty, and we get down on our knees and we ask God to give us the strength to carry on for the people of Jamaica and to bless every endeavor that we have undertaken. And tonight I want to thank God for giving us the energy to continue and giving us the vision and the foresight to see the plan through for the people of the country. I give God the glory. I want to thank God for my family, my wife Juliet and my 2 sons, and my mother is also here with us today. My sisters are here with me, and I know that my father is watching somewhere in St. Elizabeth. And I have had the privilege of working with some of the best Jamaicans, some of the most caring, some of the smartest Jamaicans who have served Jamaica. My Jamaica Labour Party family and the cabinet that they have formed, I want to tell them thanks as well. And I want to thank you, my family. You are my family. The struggles that you have gone through or are going through, I have gone through them, and I am going through them with you. It is not by mistake or by a courtesy that when I walk among the people, the elderly hold me and them say, "My son." People my age say, "My brother." And the young people them say, "Uncle." That is because they know they can identify with me as I identify with them. They know that I have never taken my eyes off the important things that affect them. They know that. And they know that if I say I'm going to do something, I'm going to do it. And if I change my mind and say I'm not going to do it, I'll come and tell you I'm not going to do it. And so the people have brought their dreams, their hopes, and aspirations to me and my government, because they see that we have performed and that we can deliver. They see it. They see that some of the most intractable problems in the history of Jamaica, this government has taken them on and has transformed them. Take crime, for example. When I was a much younger boy, I was coming home from work with my mother. My mother used to work at the NIS office in Spanish Town. And I would walk home with her from Spanish Town to Ensom City. Those of you who know the distance, a few miles of walking. And we reach a point where some gunshots start to fire. This was coming up to the 1980 election. And I'll never forget it. Myself and my mother, we had to run and duck. You remember that moment? And it stuck in my mind that Jamaica should not be a place of violence. It shouldn't be. It should never be. Because we are such a peaceful people. We are such a loving people. We are known for our hospitality. But this kind of violence has crept into our culture. Today, I heard the sad news of a policeman and his family who was attacked and his wife killed, and I want to send my condolence to that family. I know that the police high command is working on that case, and I have no doubt that those persons who committed that heinous act, that they will see justice and swiftly. The murder rate went above 1,000 in the 1990s under the PNP. And it has stayed there since. It is this administration that will bring the murder rate below 1,000. In fact, we are targeting to go as low as 800. Or even lower. And we have not done it just this year. We have been bringing down the murder rate for the last 3 years. And we intend to make Jamaica the most peaceful country in this region. And we know we can do it, and we will do it. I was in Westmoreland recently. And as I walked and I spoke to some of the people there, they tell me, thanks, Prime Minister. Thank you. You have dealt with the gangs and things have been peaceful. I was in Central Kingston and the residents tell me, Prime Minister, thank you. Peaceful in my community. Housing. As I walk the communities and I go into some of the homes, I see the conditions. Some people not living anywhere. And I want all of you to know this. I was born in Spanish Town at 56 Cumberland Road in a board house with my great-grandmother, and I moved from my great-grandmother. I live with my mother, then I go back to live with my grandmother until my mother got an NHD house. I know personally the struggles for housing that this nation has gone through. I am intimately aware of it. And that is why we have targeted to build 70,000 new houses in Jamaica. And we have programmed that 70,000 houses, well programmed. The NHD has already programmed 50,000 of that, and the HAJ and the new social housing program, in addition to what we are building in Bernard Lodge, will complete the commitment of 70,000 new houses. Tonight, I repeat the further commitment that our next government will put in train another 60,000 new housing solution for the people of Jamaica. The objective is to increase the supply of housing so that the price of houses can stabilize and get cheaper. That is the real challenge. This administration has unlocked the secret of doing that. We are doing it under the NHT. We are doing it with our new developments such as in Bernard Lodge. And we have recently announced a massive new development which will take place in Innswood, which will see 10,000 houses under the Greater Innswood Development Area. We will also launch an expansion of social housing in Jamaica. We are going to be using building systems, prefabricated houses that we can come and just place on the lots that people have to help those persons who are living in dilapidated homes so that you can get access to better quality housing more quickly. We have now perfected the new social housing program. We are going to go one step further as we have started to now deal with the big yards and tenement yards. I know many of you are here, live in big yard and tenement yard, one little space with all 10 houses in it. We will change that in our next term. That is not a promise. That is a commitment because we have studied the problem, we have put the systems in place, we know what to do, and we have the financing targeted for it. I want to talk a little bit about public transportation. Again, I used to have to take the taxi and bus to school. Sometimes I couldn't bother because you couldn't get it. Sometimes the taxi man don't want to take you. So I used to walk to school and I didn't mind. When I started at university, myself and my wife Juliet will tell you that we used to take the bus. That time it was 250,000 bus. Right? It's from Spanish Town to university. We know the Jamaican struggle. No gold spoon, no privilege, no tapanaris. And that is why we make policy for the benefit of the people, because we know what the people go through. This is not something that we read in textbook. That is why we have made the investment in improving the JUTC. The JUTC is now the most efficient it has ever been. We are approaching close to $1 billion of savings in the JUTC. Want you to understand this. When we get efficiency gains from good government, what we do is we give it over to the people. Some of that we will be using, as we have done, to purchase the school buses, to roll out the school bus program. But here's what we're going to do. Come January, come September, rather, when the new school term starts, we will give free transportation to all school children from September to October. And this will also include all tertiary students with ID will be able to utilize the JUT services free of cost for 2 months. I'm going to come back to the reasoning behind that. But we have more buses to come. So you are going to have a first world public transportation system that will get you to work on time and in comfort and affordably. This is a part of our productivity thrust. If you want people to be productive, get them to work on time, get them to work in a good frame of mind, and take away the worry about cost of living, which transportation is a major part of cost of living. Area is garbage collection, public sanitation. I am not pleased with how my country looks. I'm not pleased. But we have done quite a bit. In fact, we have done more than the previous government. We have refleeted the NSWA with over 100, including tipper trucks and crane trucks, coming. But that is not going to be the major solution for keeping our country clean. In our next term, we will start by engaging a public-private partnership with the private sector to increase the number of garbage collection units that we have right across the island. It will be contracted out in a significant way, which will ensure that every community in Jamaica will have regular garbage collection services. We will build a new sanitary landfill. We have already identified where that will be, and we have done the work on that. And we will decommission Riverton City as a dump as it is. We will work with the communities that are in and around Riverton City, and eventually Riverton City will become the next frontier for economic development in Kingston. If we are able to do that, decommission Riverton City, clear it up, take off the rubbish off it, and make those lands available. It will take time. But if we do that, we immediately improve the health of the people of Kingston, because that, I hate to call it a dump, but it's not a landfill, it's not a properly managed area. But the toxin that releases every time there is a fire, and generally has a general impact. And just by doing that, we can improve the health of the people. But the big thing that we're going to do is to introduce a massive program of recycling of waste, which will include the separation of garbage and to turn waste into energy. This is not a promise. This is something that we have already studied, we have already done, and we will start to implement in the 3 phases I've mentioned. 1 is the public-private partnership for the collection of public municipal waste. 2, the building of a new sanitary landfill. And 3, the construction of a new waste-to-energy plant, which will create a demand for waste to be converted into energy. What that means is that your plastic will have value, because the plastic will become the fuel for the new energy plant. And that is something that we have already committed to, and we will put in place in the new government. We will make Jamaica clean as a whistle. I also want to talk to our young people, because as I surveyed this crowd, they have drones flying over, and I'm looking at the footage. And there is a lot of young people in the crowd. In fact, there are more young people in the crowd than I had expected. Majority of the crowd is young people. And I want you to be assured that this is the party for you. We are the party that is best for young people. Young people want, my friend, thank you. Young people want opportunity. They want education. They want employment. They want access to start their own business, whether it is in the creative enterprises or in manufacturing or in agriculture. They want opportunities. And so we have started to repurpose HEART to focus on providing our young people with not just skills, but with the opportunities to convert those skills into economic benefit. The PNP promised a program called JEEP. It was called the Jamaica Emergency Employment Program. I don't know if you remember that. The JEEP program was supposed to provide quick employment, especially to young people, but it's really what you call crash work. Nothing wrong with crash work, it stop a gap. That is when unemployment was in the 13%. When we came in, we didn't promise any such program. What we gave was a program called the HOPE program. And under the HOPE program, we took 20,000 youngsters and we trained them in work-ready skills. And it always gives me so much pride when I meet them. Recently, I met one young lady who said, "Prime Minister, you don't remember me." Well, I can't remember 1 out of 20,000, but she said, "You came to where I was training. I was learning to stitch and sew." And she says, "I now have that skill. I do my training, my stitching and my dressmaking. But you know what? The other skills that I have learned, I am now a travel agent." Today, Jamaica has the lowest unemployment rate in its history of 3.3%. I want to draw an analogy. Someone sent me a note, and I just want to point out that note. We are just reaching 3.3%. We have never been 3.3% unemployment in Jamaica. In 1978, Singapore, listen to me good now. Singapore is a country the size of the parish of St. James. It has currently about 5 million people. Jamaica has about 2.8 million people. Back then, its population would have been the size of Jamaica now. In 1978, 47 years ago, Singapore had an unemployment rate of 3.3%. In other words, 47 years ago, Singapore had the unemployment rate that we have now. Singapore's unemployment rate is much lower now. But you know what Singapore's per capita income is? Somewhere in the region of about $60,000 US. That means everybody who stand up here, who is of working age, their average income is about $60,000 US. Our per capita GDP, our per capita income is somewhere about $7,000 US. For us to get to $60,000 US, it means that we have to keep our people employed for the next 47 years going forward. It means that you have to have an economy that is working, an economy that is properly run. You cannot take any risk with the economy. The PNP has never run the economy of this country well, and if they ever get a chance on this economy, they will destroy it as they have done every time they have run this country. Listen to me very carefully. Jamaica needs to stay on this path for the longest time so that all of you here, you might not be satisfied with the job that you have, but how development starts, it starts with you getting an income, and you stay with that income, and you build with that income, and you save with that income, and you improve yourself till you get a better job, and the economy does better, and you do better. That is how development happens. We are just getting there now. And if it is one thing that I must do, is to make sure that nothing derails the economy. The PNP have spread a notion that the economy is for the big people. That is the greatest deception that has ever happened to our people. And you know why? The people who say that are the people who have benefited most from the economy of this country. In the 1990s, the PNP ran the economy in such a way that they increased interest rates. I want everybody to listen to this. They increased the interest rate high. And then they borrowed. Who were the people that lent them money? They are in Parliament today. They benefited. They built a business on the high interest rate policy of the PNP. They made their money. Those Tapanaris made their money on the backs of people like you, because it is the taxes that you paid that pay the high interest rate to those people. Poor people don't have money to lend to the government. It is those people who had the investment houses that benefited, and then now they want to come and pretend as if they never benefited from government. They benefited from the bad economic policies which affected you. It was so bad that a member of their own party, a member of their own cabinet, a man of the cloth, a man who was a churchman, he had to comment, his conscience was pricking him. And he said this policy of the high interest rate was the greatest transfer of wealth from you, the poor people, to them, the man who claimed that he is a tapanaris. He was the one who benefited. No poor person in Jamaica should ever allow that man to touch the economy, because he and his friend will go back to the high interest rate policies so that they can benefit from it and continue where they left off, of transferring wealth from you to their coffers. Whatever little I made in life, I made it just like you. I buy 2 taxis, then I open a taxi company, and I go through the struggles just like everybody else. I want to thank those who thought that by releasing documents that they would somehow diminish me. I am a true Jamaican. I went through the Jamaican struggles, and I never made any money on the backs of the Jamaican people. I never made any money off of government. When it was proposed to increase my salary, they go around and tell lie. A man in a bar and say, oh, me make $28 million. I said, really? You never realize that I didn't take any salary increase. My salary today is about $9 million. That's what average salary. The other man who claim him a tapanaris, who claim him not need no money from government, him take it. And you don't know what him do with it. But I never take it. Who is truly for Jamaica? Who is truly for Jamaica? Every day I read my Bible and I pray, and I want to thank all the Jamaicans who pray for me. Let me tell them and them friends, no weapon that they are conspiring to form against me shall prosper. So, you know, I am you, and you are me. We are one. I will never do anything to harm you. We have gone through the same struggles. And for our young people, especially those who are looking to go on to tertiary education, we have looked very carefully at the student loan. And you would have seen that we have removed the requirement for guarantors. Now you can, on your own, get. The next thing that we are going to do, and I should tell you, that if you are a tertiary student and you are doing well in school, you maintain a grade point average of 2.5 or higher, you can apply to the Student Loan Bureau to have your interest rate reduced. So that's another thing that helps you. Recently, I was in my constituency and a teacher came to me and she said she was agitated. She said she's in a WhatsApp group. And in that WhatsApp group, the PNP are promising to write off the teacher's student loan. And she bought into it. And she said to me, Prime Minister, you have to come and do something better because this is something I believe in. But it was quite, you know, there were other people around. And I was trying to explain how the student loan works. And a youngster behind me, quite providentially, because I was just talking to another person who was saying that she wants her daughter to go to university, but she can't afford the university fees, and I was pointing her to the student loan. So the youngster who was behind me said, but miss, if them write off the loans, how me I gonna get my loan? When me ready to go apply for my student loan. The student loan is a revolving fund, and it requires that people who borrow pay it back so that others can get. Now, I am very sympathetic to teachers. I was a teacher. I still am a teacher. I love teachers. Teachers are indispensable, and we must do everything in our powers to ensure that they are properly remunerated. But my teachers that I love so much, I cannot give you gimmicks. Indeed, I say this to all our sectors, which is what is happening now, that people are trying to play sector against sector. Anything that the government does, and I want every sector to think about it carefully, particularly those who are spreading the nonsense in the WhatsApp groups. If you give one benefit to somebody, you have to be fair, because you don't want to make anybody else worse off when you give one person or one group or one sector a benefit. So how you get a benefit and give everybody the benefit? Well, one thing you can do, which is what we are now currently examining, is to extend the payment period for the student loan, which will reduce the monthly payments that people would pay. The truth is that a country at our stage of development, that we need to get more people into tertiary education, we need to treat tertiary education like a long-term asset. More like when you purchase a house and you get a mortgage. That's how we need to treat the student loan. So we are studying that. And you will hear more about what we plan to do to reduce the monthly payment for every sector, so that we're not giving a special benefit to one. So if we give to teachers and public sector workers, what happened to the people who are working in private sector? What happened to the other people who not work? You have to give it to everybody. What that shows you is that you have a government that really cares, not about special interests. As we move across the country, we pick that up. We see a lot of children with severe learning challenges, including from autism and other spectrum disorders. And the parents simply just don't know how to cope. We don't have enough of those services in Jamaica. So what we are going to do in our next term, we are going to invest in expanding the existing facilities that we have, particularly at MICO. And we're going to build new facilities to ensure that eventually we have one such facility in every parish in the island to treat with those persons and households who are suffering. Many of these lives can be made meaningful, they can contribute, but they need the right facilities, they need the right therapy, and they need the right care. And our government cares and will provide those services and facilities. We did. Minister Matthew Samuda, I'm sure would have told you about all our plans for water, but he didn't mention that we are going to launch a new amnesty program for medium, small, and micro enterprises, where we will, as of the 1st of September, write off 50% of the outstanding amounts that these medium, small, and micro enterprises owe in water bills. This is about getting us back into full production mode. I could go on and on. I have a list here with all kinds of things that we are going to do. But we have more to come and more opportunities to express to you. The big point that you have gathered here to hear.
And you going walk them one by one. Labour going walk them 2 by 2. Third me friend walk them 3 by 3. Best government we run the country. Malabaleng. Look how we balance the economy. We labour thank you Lord. Enough people never have key, but now them own a yard. Nobody's so good.
I don't need to tell you that this is the best performing government in the history of Jamaica.
Them can't run, them can't hide, them can't do what they Labour right, never mash them up. Yeah, Labour right, why mash them up? Boom! Them can't run.
Everywhere I go, I tell you something. Look, we produce a book with all our achievements. 250, we have about 1,000. But we couldn't put 1,000 in a booklet. You know when something is valuable, when you walk around and you give it out to people, you don't see them throw it away on the floor. In fact, when I go to people's houses and I'm doing my house to house, they ask me, Prime Minister, give me one of the books them now. We have had to print another set of the books because the first amount that we print, finish off, everybody take it, and everybody wants the next set. So we still have, and we're going to be giving that around. The PNP has no answer to that. I think that argument is settled in your mind. That but you can be assured that the Jamaica Labour Party is the strongest, most active, and most strategic government. We took this country through COVID. We took this country through Hurricane Beryl and several tropical storms, through supply chain crashes, through high inflation, and we have not missed a beat. We are a solid government. There was never a time when this country felt like there was no one at the wheel. This government plans for the long term. There are people who are saying, boys, because election, why are we doing so much? No. If you check back our Facebook page, our Instagram, our, all of them, you name them, Twitter, TikTok, I don't know me, I cut it. That man is right to say, all me I do a walk and I cut it, cut it, cut it, cut it. We cut crime, we cut the debt, we cut murders and violence, we cut the interest rate, we cut the inflation rate, we cut taxes. But we are able to do this because we have been planning for a long time. So we put things on a train line, and then they roll automatically. We go on to the next one. So you have a government that is rolling, that you don't want to disturb that train rolling because there is much more to come. But we are a democracy. And what you see gathered here in your numbers, I want you to understand, yes, some of you, most of you, are supporters of the Jamaica Labour Party. But there are persons here who are not. There are persons who are curious, who come to see. They are just Jamaicans like everybody else. I am sure there are PNP people here as well. I'm sure. Welcome, my PNP friends. Welcome. Welcome. And remember now, we are international. It is amazing. As I am walking and I stop somewhere, somebody said, take my phone and say hello to my niece. She there foreign. She want to come home, come vote for you. So, I want to acknowledge all Jamaicans in the diaspora who are interested to come and vote. I welcome you back home. I'm grateful for your support. This crowd is a representation of Jamaica. You make Jamaica's democracy stronger. There are many countries in the world where this can't happen. Don't take it for granted. I have to stand here and account to you for the authority that you give to us as the government. And there can be no break in that. The authority is not forever. At a certain period of time, how we use the authority has to be reviewed. Our stewardship must be reviewed by you, the people. There is a classic fable, parable in the Bible about the talents. Some stewards hide the talents, make nothing of it. But we are not those stewards. We grow the talents. We take the resources and we make them more. We are good stewards. And we ask you, the people, the masters, to make a judgment, to make a choice on who will steward your affairs. So earlier today, I advised His Excellency the Governor General of my intention to announce the general elections for him to set certain processes in place, including the dissolution of Parliament. I now declare that nomination day will be Monday, August 18th. And the general election date is fixed at Wednesday, September 3.
Labor rights, we ready now. Labor rights, we ready now. Ring the bell, them heavy now. Ring the bell, them heavy now. Labor rights, we ready now. Labor rights, we ready now. Get the anthem ready now. Get the anthem ready. The river coming down, no bank to bank, it's coming down. The river coming down, no bank to bank, it's coming down. Labor rights coming down, to bank, it's coming down. Progress coming down, to bank, it's coming down. Who was the champion? Who was the big man? Who run the island? Who got the best plan? Who had the champion? Who was the big man? Who run the island? Who got the best plan? Who was the champion?
I also wish to inform you that local government by-elections in the Chancery Hall Division, the Olympic Gardens Division, the Seabright Gardens Division, and the Denham Town Division will be held concurrently with the general election in those constituencies.
Labor rights, we ready now. Labor rights, we ready now. Ring the bell, them heavy now. Ring the bell, them heavy now. Labor rights, we ready now.
I will ask the Minister of Local Government to formally make the announcement.
Thank you, Prime Minister. Just to advise that after consultation on a letter written by Kingston's mayor, we have taken the decision to endorse the announcement made by the most honorable Prime Minister, so all 4 divisions on election day will have their rightful representation.
To my fellow Jamaicans, you now know the date. You now know the time. We ask you to choose wisely. Choose Jamaica. Choose the Jamaica Labour Party. Choose the government that has delivered and will continue to deliver for you. Choose the government that cares and loves you. Choose the Jamaica Labour Party. God bless you. Go home safely. Campaign hard. Embrace all Jamaicans. Bring you, your neighbor, your family, everybody to the polling station. God bless you. Love you. Get home safely.
Labor rights. What a Prime Minister. We will now close with the playing of the party's anthem.